Nneka met a man who told stories. He traveled from place to place and knew many tales. He wore a shirt with the patterns that had been washed many times. His eyes looked like they had seen many things. "Hello, young one," he said with a smile. "I can see you have a big decision to make." Nneka sat down near him, under the big iroko tree. "How do you know?" she asked. The man laughed softly. "The wind tells me stories. It talks about a girl who wants to find true love." Nneka nodded. "But my family and the village want me to do what they say. They want me to marry a man I do not love." The storyteller looked at her kindly. "Love is like the patterns we draw. It gets more beautiful when it's true. Sometimes love is hidden in what we must do." Nneka thought about this. What should I do? He pointed to the hills. "Over there's a village. In that village, there's a young man who dreams of love that his family doesn't want. And there's a girl who laughs and dreams of a path that leads to love, not just to what's always been there." Nneka felt hope in her heart. Can I really find such love? The storyteller's smile was warm. Yes, you can. But you need to be brave. Like the iroko tree that stands tall even when the storm comes. That night, Nneka decided she would find her own path. She would look for the love that was true, not just what was expected of her. She would be like the wind, free. One night, Nneka had a special dream. In her dream, she was in a beautiful place full of light and music. She saw people from long ago, her ancestors, dancing around her. They wore robes that shone like the sun and had their faces painted with special marks. The ancestors danced close to Nneka. They did not speak with words, but she could understand them. They told her that being brave was good. They said that fighting true love was a treasure. Nneka felt happy and strong in her dream. She danced with her ancestors under the big sky. When she woke up, she remembered their message. She knew what she had to do. Nneka decided to follow her heart. She will not marry Chief Okoye. She will find her own path, the one that led to true love and happiness. Nneka knew she had to be brave. She went to her parents and stood tall. She wore her colorful George wrapper and the sun was going down. She told them about her wish to live a life filled with love, not just to do what was always done. Her father looked at her with soft eyes. "Nneka," he said, "our ancestors guide us, but they also respect bravery. If your heart is leading you somewhere else, we will listen." Her mother, with a face showing worry and understanding, agreed. "Child," she said, "love is like the sweet ube fruit, rare and precious. If you find it, keep it close." Nneka felt strong. She would not marry just because it was expected. She would find her own love. She went to meet the young man from the other village, the one who dreamed of a love that his family didn't want. Under the whispering palms, Nneka met him. His name was Chijioke, and he had kind eyes. They talked about their dreams and how they wanted to change things. Chijioke wore his shirt with pride, and Nneka felt he was the one she was looking for. They promised to be change they wanted to see. They will mix their love into the old ways, making something new. The spirits of their ancestors danced around them, happy with their choice. And so, Nneka and Chijioke stood in front of everyone, holding hands. The village watched, the young and the old, the fireflies and the big Iroko tree. Nneka's wrapper waved like a flag of change. I choose love, Nneka said loudly. I choose Chijioke. Elder Nwachukwu looked at them and smiled. Maybe, he said, our ancestors are happy with this too. Nneka made a brave decision. She showed everyone that love should be part of their choices. The village started to whisper her name, and the winds of change began to blow through Alakahia. Nneka's brave decision spread like wildfire through Alakahia. People talked about her choice. Some were surprised, but many were happy. They saw Nneka's courage and started thinking about their own choices. Amaka, her friend, stood at the crossroad. Nneka, she said, you've ignited a storm. The whispering palms trembled with anticipation. Nneka's name echoed through the cassava fields. The village was buzzing with talk, the young and the old, the fireflies and the big Iroko tree. Some people clung to the old ways, but others were inspired by Nneka's bravery. They began to question traditions and think about their heart's desires. Chief Okoye, dressed in his finest Etibo outfit, received the news with surprise. His compound, once a place of certainty, now felt fragile. He paced beneath the ube tree, their purple fruits mocking him. Nneka, he muttered, a tempest in my carefully cultivated garden. He summoned the storyteller, the same wanderer who spoke of hidden paths. The storyteller arrived. His Ishiagu shirt faded with his eyes sharp. Chief, he said, love is like a river. It can carve new valleys or drown the unwary. Chief Okoye scowled. What do you propose? The storyteller gestured to the horizon. Beyond these hills lies another village. Jay, a widow, tends to her yam barns. She knows the language of love, the one that transcends age and tradition. And so Chief Okoye set forth. He met the widow. Her George wrapper woven with resilience. She spoke of loss, of longing, and of the unseen path she had walked. The chief listened, his heart thawing like the Harmattan frost. In the village square, Nneka watched. The whispering palms rustled, their approval like ancestral whispers. Chief Okoye approached, his Etibo robe humbler now. Nneka, he said, I release you from duty. May love bloom like the hibiscus flowers. And so, Alakahia witnessed a transformation. The reluctant bride who became the courageous heart. The chief who found love beyond tradition. The fireflies danced, and the Iroko tree stood tall, its branches reaching for the sky. Nneka's brave decision had changed everything in Alakahia. People talked about her choice. Some were surprised, but many admired her courage. They began to think about their own lives and what they truly wanted. Amaka, her friend, stood at the crossroads with her. "Nneka," she said, "you've ignited something big." The whispering palms seemed to dance more joyfully. Nneka's name echoed through the cassava fields. The village was buzzing with talk. The young and the old, the fireflies and the big iroko tree. Some people clung to the old ways, but others were inspired by Nneka's bravery. They began to question traditions and consider their heart desires. The big festival day arrived in Alakahia. The whole village was alive with colors and music. Nneka wore her most beautiful Akwete blouse. She felt excited and a little nervous. Today she would tell everyone about her choice. The harmattan winds blew, carrying whispers of change. Nneka found peace in the sacred grove. There she felt close to the spirits of her ancestors. They seemed to dance around her, telling her she was doing the right thing. The festival was the biggest day in Alakahia. Everyone came out to see the dances and hear the music. Nneka wore her best clothes, a bright Akwete blouse. She felt strong and ready to share her choice with everyone. As the drum beat and people danced, Nneka stepped forward. She looked at all the faces in the crowd. "I will not marry Chief Okoye," she said. "I choose love. I choose my own path." The people of the village listened. Some were shocked, but many clapped and cheered. They saw Nneka's brave heart, and it made them think about their own lives. After the festival, things began to change in Alakahia. Nneka's story spread far and wide. People talked about the girl who chose love over old traditions. They admired her courage. The village felt different now. The young people talked about their dreams more openly. The elders watched and some began to understand. Love and choice became important to everyone. Nneka's choice brought a new spirit to Alakahia. The ube trees bloomed, and so did the freedom in people's hearts. And Nneka's story will be told for many years.